what is your launch strategy when you're launching a new product and it's starting on Amazon? What is your strategy?
Okay, so every category is very competitive, right? I mean, there are like we say like there are millions of sellers, and how do you compete with all of them? And if you so first you do like everyone else, we do the study like what will be the cost of my product, what will be the import cost, what will be the my freight, ocean freight, what will be my landed cost, what will be my warehousing cost. So you have to be very good at it, right? A lot of people who haven't done a large scale business, they can't calculate these numbers accurately and make mistakes. What will be my storage cost at Amazon? What will be my marketing cost? So first we call it a cost feasibility, like what how much profit you're gonna make. So let's say my product is gonna cost me, let's say $5 and it's gonna make a profit of $3 based on how other sellers are selling. Right. But it's very hard to find products that make that kind of a profit today because anytime you go into a category, people are fighting, they're neck to neck, and when you try to find the feasibility, there are some if you compare yourself with the lowest price or someone who's on a D, you say like I'll be almost break even or making 50 cents. And if I leave some margin for marketing and storage costs, I will be nothing. So you will have so like everyone else, we do that for hundreds of products or maybe thousands of products every year. And then we find something where we see like, oh, there are a couple of dollars there after for comparing people who are on the deal or people who are doing at a good price. And you only compare yourself with a viable option. Someone maybe have a 3.5 star review. You don't compare them with that.
Sure.
Someone who's just launched, you compare with like 5 or 6 the prominent players who are selling that product on the first page, right? So when you see that potential, then you see that biggest challenge will be like when you launch and when you become successful, your competitors will reduce the price too, like you. Then what you gonna do then, right? That's the main question. Does your product have anything like better than them? Like maybe like a little bit more better color, better style, better appearance, better design, maybe better value. Maybe you're giving 2 pack versus 1 pack. So what's the value you provide to your competitor? And then there are other things. Can I package my product better to reduce that BA cost? Can I
Yes.
maybe when I go in a bulk and I know that I can reduce the buying price by 10% and I can build my margins from there. Maybe I move the manufacturing to a different country and there is like a 25% duty on this product, which I'm gonna save later on, but I let me launch it like from China right now and pay the 35% duty. But I have a so you have to have a strategic advantage, a competitive advantage, a USP, unique selling point, something other than just a basic but plain vanilla product. A copycat product will always be a very high risk of losing money at the end or failing. A product with some strategic depth, a competitive advantage, a USP have a high chance of success. And like very common mistakes people do, number one, in sourcing, right? They try to find a product that they have never sourced before. And sometimes they source 20, 30, 40% higher price. And once you do that, you're doomed. You can't recover from that, right? The second mistake they do is they buy a substandard product, right? It's a technical product and you think someone is like selling an air fryer. Air fryer is a very complicated product, right? The button feature is as complicated as some of the most complicated things out there, electronics and things like certification.
Yep.
And you buy from like a really cheap supplier who probably give you $3 cheaper, but he never sold any units. So his product is not, because each product goes through a cycle. Each complicated product goes through a cycle. Like someone is selling an air fryer for 10 years. He modified his product 15, 20 times and fixed all those defects versus someone who's new and have all these defects in his product. So you're buying from someone who doesn't have so much experience of selling that design. And now you're stuck with them. And when you launch, you get 3.5 star reviews, you're out in business, right? So people mistakes like select wrong supplier, inexperienced supplier, or supplier who doesn't have experience of too much. They buy product at a higher price because they don't have experience in that niche or industry. They don't know all the suppliers. They don't go to the trade shows and they don't have competitive price. You just ask someone Alibaba price and that price could be off. The other things could be for complex products. The China sometimes like don't put the right parts, accessories, and then you get bad reviews and it hurts you. So things like that. Other mistakes people do commonly in designing or launching their products is they make mistakes and they don't keep enough room for marketing costs, for storage costs, for all other, and of course they have to keep some cost of things going wrong, their operational costs. So you have to keep everything in mind when you're making that decision. So and people are in a rush to launch product. Like, you try something, it's amazing, let's launch it today. I mean, we have spent sometimes a year on a product, and we have ordered samples from USA, we have ordered samples from China, we analyzed them, we tested them, we used them, we tried them, even like we slept with them, like with a pillow or a comforter or a bed sheet. Like, we spent like 1 year, and then we decided we don't want to do it.
Wow.
Right. I mean, there is one product, for example, like everyone's favorite product, the Stanley or whatever those.
Oh, the
Mazda
the tumbler.
tumblers, right? And 6 months ago we decided we want to send it. It was the super hard product, and we made very unique design, awesome pictures, print them 3D, design them, and when we were about to launch the product, we did a final checkpoint, and we were like, market is flooded with competitors. No one is making money right now, and there are competitors who are selling it for $10.99, $11.99. There is no opportunity right now. We changed our decision after 6 months of extensive working. We have like a whole series with 8 styles in a collection, beautiful bottles that you will love to see, in unique design, patented design. We had special mold for that. With all the effort, 6 months, with maybe like thousands of dollars of investment, of manpower, research, like dozens of meetings. And at the end, we decide we don't want to sell it, right? It's very important that at any point in your sourcing cycle, if you are not comfortable, you can always fix it. Just change your decision. Just change. If it doesn't make sense today, maybe it was making sense 6 months ago, but now it's not making sense today, then probably it's best for you you probably haven't lost because you haven't ordered like maybe $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of inventory yet, so you can still pull back, right? Otherwise, rather than losing $5,000 or $10,000 of research and other money, now you're going to lose $40,000 in inventory, maybe more. So you can still change your mind, still then decide. Things changes with time, and take your time to design products. Like, it's not something you're going to design in a day. It may take you like weeks and months. You probably a very good customer of a product. Like, if I'm like a very good user of tumblers and I've used dozens of tumblers and I use them every day, then maybe I can design a good tumbler, right? So and sometimes many people are designing the product that they have barely used it, right? They don't know that
That's true.
in and out of that product, right? So I would say whatever you want to design, use it, extensively use it in your daily life. Like, try to understand these are 6 different kind of tumblers. What is good about it? What is bad about it? Does it fit in my car? It looks bad or too shiny or whatever. So understand those minor details, and then you may get good at designing a product that you really want to sell.
That's amazing. Okay, and then let's say you pick that product, then what is your strategy to do the launch?
Just put a product on a very good price, and then sell it. Simple. Maybe put it some break even or even lower if you need it. Then yeah. I mean, in the beginning, the prices that I do most different than marketing.
Yes.
That's the key.
So you put it break even or lower, and then you just put ads on Amazon. This is it, right? There's no other secret sauce. That's what you're doing for launching a product.
So any third party like Facebook or TikTok or whatever, if you want to, I don't think that it works on majority of the products, right? I mean, there are certain products which are gonna do well on TikTok, like cleaning mop is gonna do well on TikTok, right? But not everyone is gonna sell a cleaning mop, right? So there are some products that you used to see. Remember those TV products you see on the TV ads, like
As seen on TV.
As seen on TV, exactly. So those kind of products may do well on our TikTok as well. But if you're not selling one of those products, and just pick their best selling products on as seen on TV, they will also do well on TikTok. But if you pick like other 95 to 98% of the products, they will not do well through these platforms. So if I'm gonna advertise a bed sheet on a Facebook or a TikTok, no one is gonna care. But if
That's
the
true.
fidget spinner is the first thing that just came in, and I'm just showing you a fidget spinner, you're seeing it first time, and it's lighting and it's amazing and it's crazy, then it's gonna convert from a TikTok, right? Because that's how you're gonna get the traffic. So it's, unless you have something like really amazing, like that blows your mind, you can penetrate it from TikTok or Facebook. But someone is saying like my product is like a miracle fabric, it's gonna cure something, right? It's a claim that you cannot make on Amazon, right? A false claim or a doubtful claim, right? That you don't want to make. Amazon is not gonna let you make that kind of a claim, right? You can make that claim elsewhere and then get your customer. You can get them to your own website or Amazon. But any marketing budget you're gonna spend on, in my opinion, on a Facebook, Google, or other platform, it's gonna give you a very terrible cost, and it's not gonna give you keyword ranking. And if it's not gonna give you keyword ranking, you're gonna probably lose more money. So ACOS, even if getting 100% ACOS, which means that you lose everything, is hard for traffic coming from other platforms, and you get zero
That's
keyword
true.
ranking. So for me, it's like all loss.
Okay, and so I remember when we spoke in New York, one person asked you like, "Hey, like, why don't you do giveaways? Giveaways are really good." And I forget exactly what your answer was, but I thought it was brilliant. So what's the deal with giveaways? I mean, I'm assuming back in 2012 or 14 when you could do giveaways legally, you did giveaways. Did you do giveaways back then? And then when did you stop and why?
There was a platform like AMZ something, and then it was all about giveaways, and then every seller was doing giveaways for new product launches. I think 2016, 17, and then I think in 2018 Amazon banned it, and I think they made a new policy that you can no longer incentivize the reviews, right? So those were different time, but I think after 2018, if you incentivize the user for a giveaway, Amazon is very proactively looking for. So if you have a customer, they give them a refund, or if you give them a compensation outside of Amazon, and if Amazon finds one order, they track that customer, they look all their orders, and they blacklist all the products against that, right? So I think it's a terrible idea. And one of the risks I see with the seller with that, it actually is a big risk for a seller as well. For example, you have a terrible product, right? And you spend initial inventory, $20,000 for initial inventory, and you probably give a giveaway and probably get like a 55-star reviews, right? But your product actually deserves 3.5 star because it was a terrible product. Instead of you just losing $20,000 on a terrible product, now you have a product with 4.5 star maybe, and now you order $200,000 of inventory because you think that I'm going to make a crazy profit. You can't now give away of all that 200,000 on 20,000. You give like a 30%, 40% giveaways, right? Now you can't give all your inventory again on giveaways because now you think I'm going to make profit, and now your product very quickly drops to 3.5 because that's how it was. Now instead of losing 20,000 that you would deserve to lose, now you lose 200,000. So that happened to a lot of sellers. Those fake giveaways actually ruined a lot of sellers and a lot of their money because it was a fake information for themselves as well, and it was the wrong information to make a decision. So if the product is not going to win on a merit, it's not going to win in the long run anyway, right? It's a big risk for you as well. So that happened to many sellers at that time. Like they build a product with giveaways, and that they have a real life selling experience. Then when they start selling hundreds of units and people start pounding them with negative reviews, those products just lost the market share, and they were out of business. So right now there's a wine program. It gives you 10, 15 relatively good reviews. And I think that's more than enough for a product to kick off.
I agree. Thank you for sharing that. That's so smart. I mean, hello. I agree. I couldn't even agree more on that.